Hope that you're having an awesome Tuesday. Tuesdays are actually my favorite day of the week. Never had a bad Tuesday. And I'm slowly coming around to Sunday being another favorite day, because that's just it's just nice to be able to, I feel like, do whatever the heck I want on Sundays, which is great. So if you're hopping on, say hello. I'm going to be tuning into this full moon energy coming up on Thursday. And so it's in Leo. And for people that don't know anything about Leo, Leo is a fire sign. So depending on where you are in your astrological sign, we have a moon sign, which is how we function through our emotions. I'm a Cancer, and again, feel free to share what yours is. My ascending sign is how other people view me, which is Scorpio. So two water signs. And then my rising sign is Aries. So I tend to, that's who we are when we're by ourselves. So essentially, that's just kind of who we are naturally. And so, that being said, if Leo is our full moon, and that's a fire energy, and I'm a fire energy, and even if you have that in your sign in general, that's going to indicate a bit more of how you're going to be feeling this energy. So it's really important to understand our sign and maybe what that entails, etc. So Leos are very ambitious. They're really strong leaders. And so they tend to, I don't like to say that they're not like helpers, but they tend to just kind of get things done, and they usually are pretty good at doing a bunch of different things. They're known to be very versatile and very flexible, so they can do, as I said, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but they're also pretty open people, and that's what makes them such strong leaders, is that they can take on challenges and in a way kind of take the emotions out of things and just do things, which is a fabulous quality to have. So it is a feminine sign as well, and so that's something to pay attention to, is that they can kind of they can still be nurturing but productive at the same time. Hi, Bernadette, and feel free to share what sign you are. It'll kind of make a difference in this reading as well. So again, being nurturing and still being able to be productive and take the emotions out of things is fabulous. This is great for people who are running their own business, or who are just really looking to do the next project or take on a new challenge, something like that. So, although full moons are a time for releasing and letting go, they're also a time for new beginnings as well. Justin says Aries. I knew that, Justin. So, yeah, so because we're fire energy, we're going to be like extra determined and extra on a mission to override a lot of things that have been blocking us. So, you might find that this full moon is actually wonderful for you and for myself, because it's like that we'll almost be more motivated to release things that we know are in the way, which is awesome. So it's like you can't break us down right now. And so for Bernadette, being a Libra, she's an air sign. So we are in strong Aquarius energy. People are all going on about the age of Aquarius, that sort of thing. So, we kind of are in an air time, I guess, where, it's a great time for arts. And as I was just saying, new projects. So, Bernadette, you might find that this full moon could be a bit of a roller coaster, but I'm kind of hearing like a blaster, meaning that you want to kind of like bulldoze through anything that's getting in your way, and do it in a way that's still like elegant and working with your talents, that sort of thing. Because fire is all about creativity, intuition, just coming up with like new agreements that you might have with yourself as well. So just pay close attention to that. Where Libra energy is all about balance, your full moon is going to be, really deep stuff that you might have been really hard on yourself about. Okay. So just keep that in mind, that you want to be really, really gentle during this time. So, because again, some people are going to feel this energy more than other people. And so in general, we usually do a lot of self-care around this, usually this week. So, self-care for people that don't know is often just keeping our energy high. So, when things are getting us down, we respect that. We don't like tell ourselves, like, oh, suck it up or start judging ourselves, etc. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Joanna says, I'm a Leo. Okay, so you're feeling this really strongly then because it's kind of perfect. You're a Leo working with Leo energy. So this is could be the most positive thing for you or kind of like the most intense. It can go in different ways. Again, that's where it's going to depend on what your moon sign is and your ascending sign. So to see how it all kind of like trickles in together. But I do feel like it's about decluttering and cleaning up your act. So in general, it's about removing obstacles that are in your way because you're naturally already like that. So it's like really get in there and do extra cleanup work, things that maybe same thing with new beginnings, things that you've always wanted to do. It's kind of like time, you're ready, and so it's like all the stars are lining up for you to start succeeding. And so again, it depends on um what other elements in your sign you have going on too. Okay, so in general, let's pull up some cards for this full moon. All right. But clearing and cleansing right away is coming up, okay? So that's kind of what we do at this time. It's kind of like we're dusting ourselves off a bit. We're dusting off the shelf, that sort of thing. So it's like, my goodness, there's a lot of dust on this shelf. When was the last time I dusted? That sort of thing. But we're doing that with ourselves because we get a little bit seized up, that sort of thing, when we haven't been taking care of ourselves. So definitely important. We have a Scorpio in the house. So Scorpios, I love Scorpios. And again, I guess I have it in my sign as well because they're just such beautiful creatures of habit. I feel like they really like comfort and they're really, really kind, often very generous people. So with this fire energy, you're going to be finding that it's about really expressing yourself. So when we do our full moon rituals, we write everything down that we're looking to release. And, we don't do too much of that. We are mindful that we do this on a monthly basis, so we don't let go of everything, or it could be a lot heavier than it needs to be. And again, it just depends, but it's about really working on, getting out how you feel down on that paper so you can let it go. And so it's about taking that time, that self-care, that time for yourself to really write out and about where, like, what it is that you, again, that you want to release based on where it is that you want to go. Okay. Um, Nancy says, I'm a Gemini. Okay, so again, going back into the Aquarius, the year kind of the age of Aquarius, and then Gemini being an air sign as well. So Geminis are kind of known to be a little bit, they fluctuate a lot because they have a lot of stuff going on in their almost like sense of selves. So with you, it's more about, how you're feeling about yourself in general. So, if you feel like at times in your life people have judged your character, things like that, it's a time of letting that go. If it's that you're looking to find a brand new like partner in your life, something like that, then it's important to really start like releasing times in your life where people put you down self-esteem wise, things like that. So it does feel like old trauma might be coming up as well. So, we're healing, which is beautiful. So, hi, Robin, Aquarius here. Okay, so again, being in the age of Aquarius, this is kind of like puts a nice little spin on your full moon. So it's about also if you've been what's coming up is if you've been bullied in the past, and you had to protect other people if they were being bullied. Sometimes we put a guard up as a result of that. So pay really close attention to like how you're feeling around the full moon, and just pay close attention to if you're putting up walls because of how you're feeling. So for you, you want to take all the walls down and see this as an opportunity for just some deep like contemplation, deep connection work. And again, everybody's going to be feeling this energy in some shape or form or another, okay? So, you know, healing is great around this time. Um, you know, childhood things might even be coming up. Often we forget to live in the moment as well because of all these emotional things that we're experiencing, but we absolutely deserve to feel positive and happy. So just allowing your, you know, your sensuality to come out, your sexuality to come out in your relationships. Take advantage of the fact that full moons are actually like um, a beautiful feminine watery energy where we can take these emotions and we can like recreate, we can have like a child right now if we wanted to and see it as like a time of new and renewal as well. So there's a lots of cool stuff happening right now which I quite love. We're also coming into Mercury retrograde shortly, and so that puts a whole nother spin on things for people because this is a time where, you know, we kind of, I don't like to say should be, but we are definitely in like prep mode and planning mode for a lot of like crazy energy. So the reason why I'm saying all this, like to do these things, is to become aware that over the next like 40-45 days, there's going to be a lot of like kind of nutty things happening. And so it's kind of like when we have to almost like nest to birth the things that we're looking to birth. So we're ahead of the game. So strategic planning, right? And that's why I find astrology and moons fascinating because it's all about learning how to get ahead before the storm comes. So how does it affect the cusp sign? I am Aquarius, Pisces. That's where you kind of just look at your whole chart all together and how it and all those different signs. So your Aquarius, Pisces, you know, you might have some fire element in there, and just see how it connects to the fire element. Okay, so but yes, look at it as treating it as an Aquarius and a Pisces energy. You're both, right? So Pisces is a water sign. Again, water signs feel the full moon more deeply than other people. Um, so that means you are sensitive. And so what's interesting is Aquariuses are really great at looking at the world as a whole, and Pisces are really great at feeling. So it's like you have a beautiful touch of feelings and sensitivity and awareness, but you also have this like strong compassion for others. So during full moons, it's great to have compassion for others, but it's also like just to, I guess, ground extra. And so that that's what I've already been suggesting, right? So water, especially if you're a water sign right now, drink a lot of water. I know for myself, I've been blessing my water, which is really cool. And it's just like I don't, it's like my water's just going down and it feels like it's purifying me. So it's like I could not get enough last night, especially if you're doing healing work. So, Pauline, you're in my rewind program. So, when you do theta healing, you're going to want tons of water. So, if you're not drinking it and you're not feeling great, then I'm talking like 25 cups type of thing. Okay. Hi, Nadine. Nadine. Zena, I was a new moon baby as well. Okay. So, these are all things that you could really, really like look deeper into for sure. Um, there's like if you were born in Mercury retrograde, some people are more connected to Mercury retrograde. They don't see it as like bad luck. They see it as good luck because that's what like they're really connected to that. So you might find that you're really connected to new beginnings because of the new moons, the importance of staying positive, the importance of like understanding um, people, things like that, right? So I will be doing on the next new moon a live healing and meditation on my YouTube channel. So if you're not on there, please subscribe. It's Robin's Healing, Robin Jardine. And I'm really looking forward to being able to do a live on there and really help people with the new moon. Makes so much sense. Thank you. Pauline says, you're welcome. Okay, so we have communication and inner truth as our cards. And again, this heavy energy that we might be feeling is normal. So we have to talk about it and we have to, write about it, that sort of thing. And so if you're not doing that, you might be actually just not taking advantage of the opportunity that comes through monthly. So it's a cycle, right? And so imagine if you were a female, and I know there are some people that don't get periods, and whatever, that's another story. But when we get our period for a female, this is like a beautiful natural thing that we get to experience naturally. So imagine if you just decided, hey, I don't want a period, and then you're just like, you're pushing all that back in, right? So this is like the world going through their period and enjoying the natural rhythms of life and embracing that. So getting near the ocean or being near water is perfect at this time. Okay. Hi from Turkey. Hello. So reaching for your dreams, go for it. Yeah, this is talking about intuition. What comes up around full moons is to really pay close attention to how you're feeling intuitively, because often there are illusions at this time, tons of confusion. And that's why, there's more crime and things like this, because people are just like getting upset about things that kind of like their communication isn't quite clear, and so it's upsetting them. And Mercury retrograde is the worst time for communication. There's tons of miscommunication. So intuition is what's really going to guide us through over the next few weeks at least. So if you're not brushing up on your communication skills, now would be the time. And absolutely do not let logic get in your way. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this full moon reading. Take care. I love you all, and I will speak with you next time. Definitely get on my YouTube channel if you want to watch that new moon meditation, and take care. Bye now.